You can download the RC in the video for free, link in the description, for a Parallax background in Godot, add a Parallax 2D node to the scene. This node will hold all the logic for the parallax effect and background repeating. Then add a sprite 2D node as a child of the Parallax 2D node. We will then add background 1 as a texture of the sprite, which you can download for free, link in the description. And to remove the blurriness of the pixel art on the Parallax 2D node, we can set the texture filter to nearest. To further set up the parallax, under repeat, we will set the repeat size to 160 by 0. This will enable repeating the texture for both the x and y if they are equal to 0. And because the y is equal to 0, the parallax will repeat the sprite horizontally. And when it places a copy of the sprite, it will place it 160 pixels away, which the viewport width of my game is 160 pixels, and the texture I supplied is 160 pixels as well, meaning that this will make the texture repeat seamlessly. An additional setting to keep in mind is the scroll scale, which I will set to 0.2 by 0.2. This is the amount the parallax background moves by when the camera moves, with 0 forcing the background to not move at all in that axis, and 1 moving at the same speed as the camera. Then under override, follow viewport will make the parallax node move based on the currently active camera 2D node, which you will only want to toggle its off if this parallax layer is a child of the canvas layer node, and that canvas layer node doesn't contain the camera that you want to follow. Then ignore camera will ignore the position of the camera if enabled, which will then allow you to edit the screen offset manually, as this will have its value set automatically by the camera if ignore camera is false. As for the other properties, scroll offset is just an offset of the position of the parallax layer. Auto scroll will move the parallax layer in the direction defined by the speed, which is good for a constantly moving background. Repeat times is the amount of times the texture is repeated. At a default value of 1, the texture will be repeated once to the right, and you should only need to increase this value if your camera 2D is zoomed out, as you will need to repeat the parallax more to account for the extra content that the zoomed out camera can see. And limit begin and limit end are like camera limits. However, instead they stop the parallax layer once the camera reaches either position. And to complete the effect seen at the start of the video, we will select this parallax 2D, then press Ctrl or Command plus D to duplicate it, then select the texture. I'll set the image to the background 2 that you can download for free, link in the description. Then under the Parallax 2D node, I will increase the scroll scale to 0.3 by 0.3, as we want backgrounds that are closer to the foreground to move more when the camera moves. Then select this Parallax 2D node, and press Ctrl or Command plus D to duplicate it again. Then select the sprite, set it to the background 3 image, select the Parallax 2D node, set it to 0.4 by 0.4, then select the Parallax 2D node again, press Ctrl or Command plus D for the final time, select the sprite, set the image to the background 4 image that you can download for free, link in the description, then select the Parallax 2D node, and set the scroll scale to 0.5 by 0.5. Then for the static color that you can see in the background, you can set this by going to Project Settings, then under Environment, set the default clear environment. Additionally, if you want to offset the position of the Parallax 2D node, there are multiple ways. One way is to set the scroll offset value on the parallax nodes. Another way is to set the position value on the sprite node that is a child of the Parallax 2D. However, the best way is to add a node 2D to the scene, then select the bottommost parallax node, hold shift and select the topmost parallax node, then hold left click on these nodes to drag them and drop them on the node 2D that we just added to make them a child of the node 2D. Then select the node 2D and edit its position instead. This way you only have to edit one position value to offset the entire parallax effect. We can also then set the z-index of this node to make the background go behind everything in the scene. Now you have a simple 2D parallax background that you can add to any of your 2D Godot games, and don't forget that you can check out the project files, link in the description.